Look who arrived. Alright, the team is back at it this morning. We are adding bubble wrap and putting the moose in the envelopes, and we have the inspector here making sure everything is done properly.
The boss.
The boss. Luna the boss. Guess what? Something came last night.
He brought some cereal.
Would you like some cereal? Either Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Hot Cocoa cereal or Sugar Cookie Charms?
The Rudolph is so good. I just want to try a little bit of both.
Okay.
That was super good. Yeah, man. I love that.
Hello friends, I am headed into Anchorage today, and I thought that I would bring you along, show you what it's like driving from the town of Eagle River where I live into Anchorage, show you around a little bit, maybe even go to the Anchorage Dimond Mall. It's been really snowy. Hopefully this is a safe drive. I'm gonna do my best just to chat with you guys, show you along the way, but also be safe. So we'll see what comes out of this. We are starting today's drive in the city of Eagle River. It is part of the municipality of Anchorage, but we are about 15 minutes north of Anchorage. Anchorage is the biggest city in Alaska. Eagle River is much smaller, and most of our amenities are in Anchorage, like our hospitals and things like that, but we do have some shopping in Eagle River. I will have to show you Eagle River some other time. Let me know down in the comments if you want a tour of what Eagle River looks like. So right now we are on the Glen Highway. This is the highway that connects the city of Anchorage all the way up to the cities of Palmer and Wasilla. The drive into Anchorage takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get to just the north side of Anchorage. My husband Mark makes this drive 5 days a week to get to his job. It takes him about 30 minutes to get to work in the summertime and 40 minutes plus to get there in the wintertime, just depending on road conditions. Right now we are approaching the Eagle River Bridge, which goes over Eagle River, which is what the town is named after. Recently updated these bridges, and they are so much nicer than they used to be. They actually kept the old bridges down on the sides just in case something were to happen to these bridges. Now there are actually 4 ways to get across Eagle River. There used to only be 2, and sometimes it was really scary, like when we had a big earthquake, something happened to one of the bridges and it could just be a really big mess. So now there are multiple ways to get across the river, which makes us all feel a little bit more comfortable. But this is the only way to get into Anchorage is by taking this Glen Highway. In big cities, you know, if one part of a highway is slow, you maybe take a different route. In Alaska, that is often not the case. This is the only way to get into Anchorage is by taking this Glen Highway. If we were to take this exit over here on the right, this is the Anchorage landfill. So this is where they bring all the trash. You will often see eagles in the trees around the landfill. Unfortunately, they've learned where to scavenge for food, so they will. But it is pretty cool to see some eagles that hang out around here because it means that you see them quite often. There really are such beautiful views along here. Today is kind of a dreary day because it's been snowing and we're supposed to get a lot more snow over the next 24 hours. But these mountains along this drive are just gorgeous, and it just makes me happy. I love seeing mountains while I'm driving. We have pretty much left Eagle River now, but we're not quite to Anchorage, and you might wonder, what is this next 10-mile stretch? Well, on our right-hand side is the Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, so the Air Force and the Army base here in Anchorage covers this next 10-mile stretch to the right and often on the left-hand side. So we are pretty much driving straight through the base. It's on both sides. sides, so there's not much for civilians here for the next 10 miles. So now we are approaching one of the entrances to the J-Bear military base. They have several different entrances along the way. This is the first one that you can get to from Eagle River, and then there are at least 2, if not more, along the way as you make your way into Anchorage. If you were to get off the highway here and turn left, there is actually a Moose Run golf course, a small golf course in the summertime back there. And then if you go up the valley, it's called Arctic Valley, there is a small ski resort up there. It's kind of surprising how few ski resorts Alaska has. You would think because we have so much snow, we would have more ski resorts, but that is not the case. All right, I'm going to clean off the windshield so that you guys can see a little bit better. Got to make sure you keep your windshield wiper fluid full during the winter time. This fenced area to the right, we are still passing the military base. We have had about 3 to 4 inches of snow over the last day. The snow plows have been out overnight. These roads are in really good condition, and they do a really good job of keeping these main highways clean. Side roads are either taken care of by the city, or they also will use contracted employees. So our road is plowed by a small company, and they always come really fast, which is amazing. Sometimes the city streets, when we lived in Anchorage, would take several days to get to our small street in Anchorage. So I'm glad that our street in Eagle River gets done so quickly. It is very nice. We are now finally making our way into Anchorage. On the left-hand side is the Anchorage power plant. We actually do not get our power from that. Our power comes from out past Eagle River and towards Palmer, but this is the power plant for the city of Anchorage. And on the right-hand side is the first shopping center that you get to when you get into Anchorage. It's called Chakotnu. There is a Lowe's here. There used to be the Sam's Club. I have heard rumors that they're putting a Costco business center where the Sam's Club used to be, so I'm interested to see that happen. There's a movie theater. This is where we have our Target, Best Buy, lots of little restaurants, Texas Roadhouse, Cane's Chicken. I'll have to drive around in there sometime. Right now we got to get into my appointment at the dermatologist. So to the right is this shopping center. We are about 20 minutes into our drive now, and this next exit coming up on the right is where I would get off if I was coming to Costco, and then it is just about a mile down the road from here. So that is an exit that I use very often, but today we are going to continue going straight into Anchorage. On the right-hand side here, we have another small shopping center. This is where Michael's Arts and Crafts is, Petco, Party City, and we do have a very big Bass Pro Shop outpost here and several small restaurants. The next section of this drive is called the Merrill Field Corridor. On our left-hand side, you will see a small airport tower. This is a small airplane airport. It's not for big airplanes. This is for small airplanes like Mark flies. This is one place that they can come in and out of. We have an airport in Eagle River. It's called the Birchwood Airport. That's for small airplanes. This one is a bit bigger. Ours does not have a tower. And then you can also have small airplanes at the Anchorage Airport. They have a section that is for smaller planes. And then there's all sorts of backcountry airport runways that have absolutely no facilities, but this is an actual small plane airplane. This one is kind of in the middle of all of those different kinds of airports. Next, we are approaching downtown Anchorage. On the right-hand side is the industrial section of Anchorage. That is where the port of Anchorage is and all the barges and things come in. get further into downtown, we have lots of hotels, a couple office buildings, and a mall called the Fifth Avenue Mall. This road we are on is no longer considered the highway. It is called Fifth Avenue, and downtown all the streets are in a grid pattern and, you know, count up and down like many cities. Fifth and Fourth Avenue are kind of the main thoroughfares through downtown, and a lot of the streets in downtown are one way, which can get a little bit tricky, so you got to pay attention to the one-way signs so you don't end up driving the wrong way down one of these one-way roads. And I can tell you, I've done it many times on accident. You got to be careful and pay attention to the signs. I do not spend much time downtown, and when I do, I get all turned around and confused. We just made a left turn and we are now on Gamble Street, and this will connect us to the Seward Highway, which is the main highway going through Anchorage and beyond down to Girdwood and Seward and all of that stuff. So if you've seen me talk about those in the videos, we are now headed that direction. On the right hand side here we have the Sullivan Arena and the Ben Boeke ice rink. This is where a lot of people play hockey and other sports, but we actually do not have a hockey team here in Alaska. We had the Anchorage Aces for years, but for some reason our city just couldn't support it. It just never made enough money. We actually don't have any sports teams in the state of Alaska. No football team, no soccer team, no hockey team, nothing to support. You know, there's obviously smaller things to support, but not any big teams. We are now making our way into Midtown Anchorage. On the right hand side there is a small mall called the Midtown Mall. It used to be that it had Sears in it, and that was the big store in there, so I would call it the Sears Mall, but it is now called the Midtown Mall since Sears closed down. We do have a Nordstrom rack in there, and that is also where our REI store is, so it is a good mall if you need those kind of things. On the right here is one of my favorite and most iconic Alaska restaurants, Moose's Tooth Pub and Pizzeria. And now we've made it through Midtown. We will be getting on the highway to make our way into South Anchorage. This Midtown area is where Mark comes to work every day, so you just kind of had his daily drive. There are a couple different ways you can get here using smaller roads, but this is his main drive every day. We are now on the Seward Highway, which usually has beautiful views of the mountains all along on the left-hand side, but they are covered in clouds today. We have a sanding truck here on the right-hand side. He's dropping sand and gravel for traction. Stay back 100 feet. We are now approaching the Dimond exit. This is where we're going to be getting off. This is where the main Anchorage Mall is. It's called the Dimond Mall. This is where Costco is in South Anchorage. There's actually a skating rink on the right-hand side. I went to that as a kid. It's called Skateland, but I have not been there in years. All right, friends, just finished up at the dermatologist. They were just checking on a mole that I went and saw this dermatologist for the first time 6 months ago. I've had this mole on my arm since I was a little girl. It has not changed at all, but because it was a new dermatologist, she wanted to just see if there was any difference in 6 months. Everything is good, okay, and now I'll just see her again in a year and we'll do a full body checkup. I do have melanoma in my family, so we want to make sure we're going to the dermatologist and getting things checked out. We can now head over to the Diamond Center Mall. I don't really shop at malls ever. Honestly, I think maybe I'll go once a year, if that. I know that online shopping has really killed malls in many places, but there is just a feeling But there is kind of a fun feeling about going shopping in an actual mall. And since I'm here today right by a mall, I figured let's go look. Let's see what stores they have. Let's see the Christmas decorations. Let's see what the Alaska Dimond Mall looks like. Honestly, it's always surprising to me when I go in there because it looks different every single time. Like new stores, other stores are gone. It's always a surprise. Unfortunately, we're sitting right at 32 degrees, so it's kind of raining. This is the Diamond Center Mall. Here's the mall. Ooh, here's a Turkish bazaar store. Look at those pretty lamps. Got some fun Christmas decorations. This row right here seems to be lots of different cell phone carriers, Verizon, AT&T. This is such a smart thing, a baby vending machine. Baby snacks, diapers, wet wipes. They didn't have anything like that when I had babies. This hallway right here was where I would come and hang out with my friends. We'd go shop at Gap and PacSun and Old Navy. So here we go. We have a Nestle Toll House store. Yum. We might need to go in Old Navy. I do need some outfits for family pictures. We're getting family pictures for my dad's 80th birthday as a whole family, so might need to go in there. Wonder what time that store opens. It's like almost noon and it's not even open. This is a store I've never seen. Masha Collectibles. Look at that big bear. It's got furs and antiques. Wow. Very cool. Sheep wool socks, goat wool socks, lamb wool socks. Look at that old cash register. Didn't really expect to see that in the mall. Now we have Gap Kids over here. And adult Gap. My sister worked at this store as a teenager and met her husband here. He worked in the back room doing stock, and that's where they met. So I would come with my friends and see Megan and Scott at work. Now I have never heard of this store, Maurice's. Never heard of it, never seen it before. This is GCI. This is a local cell phone carrier. They also do like TV. I do my cell phone through GCI, this local Alaska company. All right, we have K Jewelers over here. And we're gonna walk down this way to show you one of my favorite parts of this mall. Oh, they have a Starbucks here. This was never here. I've never seen this in my life. Wonder how long it's been there. Here we have a local shop that seems to just design t-shirts. You can make custom t-shirts and hoodies. I always just do that kind of stuff online, but it's nice to know it's there. And then we have Indian Arts Emporium. Ooh, here's a gelato store. It's not open. And here's one of the most fun parts. A full-size ice skating rink with a beautiful tree in the middle. Above this is all office buildings. Those are not stores up there. They're office buildings. I think some of our local radio stations are up there. I think there's some dentist's office up there. But down here is the ice rink. Over here on this end, there's also a bowling center. And there is also a YMCA gym down here. And I think there's even a pool. There used to be a pool in there at least. I don't know if there still is, but there is a YMCA gym. In this corner, this is very different than when I was a kid. This is American Eagle. So we have Aerie and American Eagle. Haven't been in those stores since I was a teenager. Maybe I need to look in there for Hunter. He's kind of getting to the age where this would probably be his clothes. Yeah, I think I could probably shop for some stuff there for Hunter. The prices are a little bit higher, but they definitely have his size, which when I shop for him at Costco, I'm definitely buying things that are way too big for him. And he usually just gets like the men's sizes at Target and Old Navy, but those are actually made for teenagers, so probably need to bring him there and pick out a few things. All right, we have a big 2-story H&M here, which could be a fun store. I just don't ever shop here. I wouldn't even know where to start. You guys know I'm just a Costco clothes shopper. Let's head downstairs and we'll look at the food court. See what food options they have down here. I'm sure I'll be surprised because I have not been down to this part in years. Got a seating area here. You can watch people skate. Ooh, that tree looks so pretty from down here. Pretty empty in here. It is a Tuesday at like 11:30. On the weekends, there's lots of people that come skating in there. We just prefer to go to outdoor skating rinks, and we have, over the years, accumulated skates from secondhand stores and from garage sales and things like that. So we have a whole bin of skates, and we just like to do that out on frozen lakes. Okay, down here we have a Fruitland, Charlie's Philly Steaks, I didn't know that, an L&L barbecue, Hawaiian barbecue, and a Famous Wok, and a Sushi Express. All right, that's pretty much the downstairs. Let's go back up and see what other stops they have. Never seen this store before. Brick Stash. Buy, sell, and trade Legos. That's kind of cool. Oh, they don't open until 2:30. I feel like a lot of these stores on the weekdays are open really late. All right, this is a store that I like to come in, Habitat Housewares. Oh, look how cute their little Christmas display is. So this is a local business, and it's very dangerous for me. It's got all sorts of awesome cookware.
Because we weren't one, that's why I think it makes some sense to ask.
Pretty things. And over here we have Round Table Pizza, and then Dave & Buster's, which is an arcade slash bar slash restaurant. And here's our movie theater. Here we have a Lululemon pop-up. I'm not sure why it's called a pop-up because it was there the last time I was there a year ago. Over here we have a Body Shop and a Baskin Robbins. Famous Footwear shoes. Recently got myself some new shoes there. Bought some Doc Martens. Never had Doc Martens in my life, but I needed something to slip on that wasn't my summer boots. All right, we haven't been down this way yet. Here's a Cinnabon and an Auntie Anne's pretzels. Do not feed the bears Cinnabons and pretzels. That's so cute. It smells fantastic over here. Now we have a Pro Image sports store with hats and jerseys. And I always love these stores, oil and vinegar stores, where you can buy specialty oils and vinegars. Look at these beautiful cutting boards. So pretty. Lemon vinegar, pomegranate vinegar, hazelnut vinegar, passion fruit vinegar, yum, mango pulp vinegar, fig balsamic. They all sound fantastic. Chocolate EVOO, that's amazing. Lime, blood orange. This store was so amazing, and they gave me samples of the oils and vinegars, and I was hooked. There were just so many things to look at. I can see myself coming back here to buy gifts and good food products, consumables, just so many things to look at. If you are local here in Alaska, I would highly recommend you come and try some of their oils and vinegars. You can bring your bottles back and get them refilled. There are just so many good flavors. I can't wait to cook with some of them. There are also 11 stores across the United States, and they do ship. So if you are interested in any of these products, make sure you check out their website. Oh my goodness, that oil and vinegar store sucked me in. I feel like I just scratched the surface, but I tasted those oil and vinegars and I was hooked. Like, they're amazing. So check out their website. I just got some for myself and as gifts. I just really loved it. It looks like behind me here maybe is where you take pictures with Santa, probably on the weekends. Let's finish our tour of the mall because I'm getting hungry. I have no idea what this is. It's called Box Lunch. Over here they have a stage. They must have little holiday performances on the weekends. Oh, and some pretty swags up here. All right, to the left we have Hot Topic store. And to the right we have Zoomies. And then here's a fun local Alaska store, Once in a Blue Moose. It's cute. Have a Merry Berry Christmas and Merry Moose Miss. That's so cute. Oh, and Cake Studio. I've never seen this. Oh, cannolis. Looks like I need to eat lunch and come back. In this corner we have Olive Garden and Chili's, which are starting to sound really good right now because I'm getting really hungry. Maybe I'll go grab a salad in one of those. I feel like I say this about everything, but it's been a long time since I've been to either of those restaurants, probably years. And a kid's Foot Locker. Oh, and a Rumble boxing store. This looks kind of interesting. Is it like a boxing studio? Huh, it's like a membership place. You can come box. Who knew? This big section here used to be a Forever 21 store, and then the last time I came to this mall, it was a place where they were doing COVID vaccines. Now it's nothing. This mall is pretty empty if you haven't noticed, but a lot of people do come here in the wintertime. Older people come here to walk. It's a large area that you can walk without being interrupted. So I've seen lots of older people and younger people just doing laps. It's a great way to be indoors getting some exercise. That has been a thing since I was a kid, to have the mall walkers. All right, now we have a Claire's and the big Foot Locker and Bath and Body Works. You can smell it from way back. I would have died to have a Bath and Body Works as a kid. That was something that I always wanted to go to when we traveled as a kid. Now we have it here and I never go. And an Ulta Beauty makeup store. And then this store I absolutely love. Go Calendars, Toys and Games. If you need a cool calendar or puzzle, this is the place to come. Oh, kitty, meow. Well, a whole section of cat calendars. Yes, please. How funny. I should make a Luna cat calendar. 12 months of Luna. I should do that. Well, I didn't know I was gonna do this much shopping today. Probably a good thing I don't come to the mall more often. I'm gonna go get some lunch and then I'll go home and show you what I ended up with. I need a cart. I need my Costco cart. How do you carry all this stuff? I guess in the past I would have had a stroller to stick it all in, but it's all heavy. Whew. I think I'm gonna go to Chili's and get a salad because they used to have a really good one. This salad was as good as I remember. It's really good. And the best thing about it is I have enough salad for a whole nother meal. Plus some quesadillas for the kids. And I have salad in my teeth. Still snowing. It feels so much later than it is. It's like 2 o'clock right now. Feels like getting dark, but that's just because it's so overcast with all this snow. Man, these bags are really heavy. Whew, I couldn't have done any more shopping without dropping my stuff off first. Good thing I'm done. Well, that was a fun outing. I didn't expect to enjoy them all so much. Thanks for coming along with me. It's kind of sitting right at 32 degrees, so this is more like freezing rain. So I think I need to head home before it gets busy traffic and is scary. Whew. I'm stopping in at the P.O. box. I try and do this anytime that I am passing by the post office here in Eagle River. But one thing you will understand if you have snow where you live, but is a big problem in Alaska in the winter, is anytime you come into a parking lot, because there are no lines anymore, everybody's kind of parked weird. Oh, loud truck. Like, I was trying to find a parking spot and like 4 of them were like half parking spots. It's tricky. There's no lines on the ground anymore. Like here, these 2 cars are really far apart. And that makes this spot kind of tiny. No lines means very messed up parking lots. Probably kind of dark in here, but the daily Christmas card haul. Sarah in New Mexico, Patricia in West Virginia, the Dush family in Pennsylvania, Cindy in California, Rebecca in Indiana, Barbara from Oklahoma, Tom from South Dakota. Another fun set of Christmas cards. I'm hoping here in a day or so to hang up all the Christmas cards we've gotten and make sure that you all are getting your Christmas cards back. I like to wait till I have a good stack and then I get them all sent out at once. I just do them one at a time. I find it's just a better use of my time to lump a good stack of them together and get them addressed and sent out. And I got a good stack, so we got to take care of that here in the next day. Last stop on my way home, I'm going to the Sudsy Salmon Car Wash. I just recently renewed my monthly membership, so it's $30. You can come once a day and get your car washed. This is something that I only do in the winter time. We can wash our cars outside in the summertime, but the cars get so filthy during the winter. They put gravel on the roads, so your cars, when it's slushy like it is out right now, we're sitting right around 32 degrees, gets so dirty, and then your jacket gets dirty. You can't see out your back window. So I invest in going to the car wash during the winter time. Just feels good to have a clean car. I try and do this last thing before I go home if I'm out and about, because 1, it'll just get dirty, and 2, I've had the doors of my car freeze up afterwards, so I need to go home and put the car in the garage after all this. So I try and do it last thing, and then I go straight home on the highway. All right, friends, I am glad that I made it home safe. We are now gearing up for a winter weather advisory blizzard. I got an email from the school that they might cancel school tomorrow. They will make a decision by 5:30 in the morning if it has snowed too much. Glad we made it home safe. Let me show you what I ended up with from shopping at the Alaska Dimond Mall today. First up was this amazing oil and vinegar store. I'm just amazed. And the cool thing is you can take your bottles back, wash them out, and they'll refill them for cheaper. Lime grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is great for cooking because it has a high temperature point. Olive oil is not great for cooking, but like avocado oil is and grapeseed oil is. This lime infused one is, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to have this with steak. It's gonna be amazing. Like steak tacos or fajitas, that's gonna be incredible. Fig creme vinegar. They had this as a sample. Actually, I sampled like 20 different ones, but this was incredible. Peach apricot pulp vinegar on salads. My salad game is gonna be like through the roof. Oh, I really should shut those doors behind me, but I don't have much time. I'm in the middle of making dinner. The kids have all come home. You know, we've done all that, so I only have a few minutes. And I grabbed the last one they had of this. Blueberry vinegar, amazing. And I loved it so much, I bought my mother-in-law some. Sorry, Linda, if you happen to watch this video before we get together for our Christmas celebration, but what do you get somebody who has everything but loves to cook? Roasted garlic, grapeseed oil, which was fantastic, even with just like dipping bread in it. Such a good garlic flavor. Mango pulp vinegar, put it on a fruit salad, put it on a real salad. She makes the best salads. I also got her the fig creme vinegar. And last but not least, passion fruit vinegar. Such unique flavors, so amazing. They do have a website. I'm not sure where they ship to. She said there's 11 stores around the US, so check it out if you want some amazing oils and vinegars. And they come in the cutest little bag that holds them all. And I just have to show you one more thing. They also give you some little papers that tell you some recipes and then things that it pairs well with, like the grapeseed lime oil, drizzle over freshly steamed asparagus, brush onto grilled fish, marinate chicken and beef kebabs or flank steak. Yes. Perfect gift for my mother-in-law. I'm so excited because I didn't know what I was gonna get Grandma and Grandpa for Christmas. Done. Next up, I did grab something in Lululemon. My third thing ever to buy from Lululemon. And this is for one of you. This is going to be this week's giveaway. I bought one of my favorite Everywhere belt bags. I use this thing for everything. So if you want to be the winner of this, I'm also gonna stuff it with some of my other favorite things. Go and get on our email list. There's a link down in the description below. You click on that link, you fill out your name and your email, and I send out an email every Monday. Every time I do surprises that come in the mail, it's done through my email list. And this is gonna be one of my holiday giveaways because I love this bag so much. And they're really, really hard to find online. Like anytime you click on the link for the black belt bag, it is out of stock. But they had a bunch in Alaska, who knew? So go get yourself on the email list so you can enter to win that. I've been sending out prizes every week for the last like 6 weeks. So you've been missing out if you're not on Monday email list. The next thing I got, you will be seeing in a future video, but I did end up grabbing this beauty. We love puzzles. Puzzles were buy one, get one half off. So I grabbed this 100-piece puzzle for Weston and Everett, and we'll help them do it. But I thought it would be fun to have a 1,000-piece one and a 100-piece one. Very different levels, but both really fun Christmas puzzles. I love a good Christmas puzzle. Sorry, this angle is probably really weird. And last but not least, a whole bag of clothes. We are taking family pictures. I know I just took family pictures, but for our Christmas card, we actually just took our own family pictures. I had a friend come over, use my iPhone, snap some pictures of us, didn't spend any money on it other than buying a few clothes. We are going to be celebrating my dad's 80th birthday soon, and we hired a photographer to come and take pictures of the whole family. And so we needed some matching clothes to match an entire family of 30+ people. You know, just a similar color scheme. So I bought the boys a couple different options of things. We'll see what we can combine this with things that they already have. You can see the color scheme, you know, just like almost like fall colors. I don't know. Anyways, nothing too exciting, but I did buy Mark some new jeans because he was wearing some jeans the other day and I was like, I think there's a hole in the crotch. I've completely worn them out. And he was right. So I did buy Mark some new jeans. We'll have them try those on. That's my shopping for today. We have a really fun thing happening tonight. The boys are going to be in a talent show for church. Just a little talent show, like, you know, 10 kids. And my kids don't really have talents usually that are good for talent shows. It's really tricky to show how good you are at spearfishing or diving or hunting in a talent show form. In the past, when Hunter needed to do this, he actually had written a story in language arts about his caribou hunt, and it was fantastic. So he brought the caribou horns and read the story. Great way to do it. So this is Bennett and Weston that need this talent show tonight, and so we came up with a really fun idea. So we're gonna bring the camera and show their little talent show thing. I've been working on it all afternoon since I got home, so I'm really excited to see how it comes together. Miss Luna was meowing at the door. She said, "Let me in, I gotta know what you're doing, Mom. Why'd you lock me out?" Hi, I know, it's a mess in here. I don't have time to clean it up right now. Yeah, how are you? Yeah. I know I've been busy and gone all day. You gonna inspect everything? Good job. Wouldn't expect anything else from Luna. You gotta come in and inspect whatever Mom brings home, huh? Okay, Mama's gotta go finish dinner.
There they go.
Okay.
I don't need my head.
You don't want your head? Okay, all right. Weston had a good night's sleep and now he is ready to start his day. First, he must get himself some cereal and milk for breakfast.
I'm trying to get my milk in. Weston spilled the milk. I spilled the milk. Oh, nice. Cheerios. Oh, nice.
Here, Weston, you might want a spoon. Let me help you. You might want a spoon here to have your cereal. Here, have a spoon and enjoy your breakfast, Weston. Okay, Weston, it's time for school, so we gotta finish getting ready. Thanks for eating your breakfast. That was so good and yummy. He is so full. Okay, now it's time to, he's got to brush his teeth before he goes to school.
I bet this is going to be messy. It is going to be funny right here.
You need some water? Here, I think you might need a rag to clean yourself up before school, Weston. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Weston, you think you want some chapstick on your lips before school? Okay.
Get away from the
Here's some
camera.
chapstick. What else can I help Weston with for going to school? Oh no, I gave you my lipstick, not the chapstick! I said to give you my chapstick! Oh man. We're late, we gotta go. So, here, make sure you brush your hair really quick. We gotta go, so brush your hair really quick. Okay, we gotta go. All right, so Weston made it to school, and his teacher, his penmanship matters. He has to write his name. They have to be able to read his name, and he has to draw the perfect snowman. So, Weston, please do your work as quietly as possible. And then please make sure you show the rest of the class. We're having show and tell of our...
I like this one.
Oh. Oh, I think we have an artist. All right. Next, Weston goes to gym class, and I need the gym teacher asked him to do 10 jumping jacks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm hot.
And then it was recess. Weston was just dying to practice his juggling at recess.
Ooh.
All right. When Weston got home from school,
It's dinner
it was dinner time, and Weston loves spaghetti. He was so hungry.
Ow! It hurts.
Be gentle.
Okay. After dinner, he decided to practice his basketball hoops or his shots because he was trying to get ready for a tournament. Oh, who thinks he needs to keep practicing?
Here, catch.
Weston before bed always makes sure that he gets his lotion, puts it on his face so that he's good for the night. And then he is off to bed. Good night, Weston. Good night, Weston.
I'm good.
That's it. Good thing I got a car wash today. We just drove home in this blizzard. It is so deep out here. Got a good 12 inches, and it's supposed to snow all night. Watch this. Mark is outside plowing our driveway with the four-wheeler. He's working really hard, trying to make it so that we can drive in our driveway tomorrow. Luna is wondering what all the ruckus is. What's all that noise, huh? Is that what you're thinking? What's all that noise? We'll see if they cancel school in the morning. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a really good time, and I hope that you did too. Thank you so much for watching. We are so grateful for each and every one of you that chooses to spend time with us. We love you, we're grateful for you, and we'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life.